Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader, and we're going to be engaging in some pirate stuff today. We're going to be going to the Administratum. Let's see, we need to make sure that Jay comes along. And then who else are we bringing in? Maybe I don't want Heinrichs to be with us when we do this. So maybe we'll take you guys? And so some of the more steadfast won't be with us. Pascal, Argenta, and Heinrichs. Okay, let's go. Alright, and I'm gonna read the entry for this companion quest so that I can remind all of you what we're doing here. Remind myself, too. I don't know in great detail exactly what we're doing, but... Okay, companion quests. That's for him. Master of Seals. The certificate of an official trade representative of the Imperium can open many doors for Jay Haydari, but without friends in high places, Jay can forget about her dreams of power and wealth. The Palace of the Adeptus Administratum is located in one of the spires of Dragonis, the capital world of the Von Valancius Protectorate. The Master of Seals, the keeper of ancient laws of the Imperium, can tell you everything about the procedure for obtaining a Mercatum Tabula Officiale.
I always keep my options open.
Yay. Turn after turn, the unceasing stream of petitioners pours through the palace doors. The strong-willed wait patiently, while the weak-willed try everything they can to get ahead of the others.
I always have a backup plan.
Greeting protocol. Welcome to the Palace of the Adeptus Administratum. Identifying your lordship. Please follow me.
Keep your wits about you.
Continue in this direction to reach your destination. Your visit has been logged. Nailed it. I'm just gonna look through this box and take whatever's in it. And you're not gonna tell me I can't, because I am the Rogue Trader. No? Nothing? Okay. Malfunction in waiting hall. Replacement of operational something. An ancient-looking woman in a voluminous robe peers at you critically through her ocular lens when you descend into the bowels of her bureaucratic domain. Another noble bypassing the queue under the pretext of just wanted to ask? All you highborn ever want is just to ask. But what about protocol? That's what I'm asking. Who's going to follow protocol? Jay glances at you and whispers, "What? So I paid off a few clerks to let us skip the queue line, Shireen? Your time is more important to me than any little formalities." Very well, don't just stand there, you're here now, or do you think the Master of Seals has nothing better to do than receive unexpected visitors? The old woman beckons over a servo skull floating nearby. Begin entry, current hour, current turn, current cycle, 41st millennium. Metal manipulators immediately begin fervently clacking, taking action. Don't you want to know who I am? Analog Vernacular Von Valancius, soldier of Rogue Trader Theodora Von Valancius, may the throne's radiance guide her path on the other side. In a practiced move, the Master of Seals twists her magnifying ocular lens and examines the ledger in front of her, the sole person to publicly assert their claim to be precise. Abelard Versarian, the old woman directs her gaze over your shoulder, seneschal and right hand of the now departed Theodora von Valancius, and of her now extant heir. The colorless eyes of the Master of Seals suddenly fix on Cassia, a lady navigator of House Orselio whose name and deeds are unknown to me. She points her fingers at the old ledger. It says here that the Von Valancius dynasty has owed your house 1 gold throne for 30 cycles. Take this, and I at last will mark the matter closed. Cassia stares in puzzlement at the gleaming coin in her hand. House Orselio thanks you for your service, Master of Seals. The old woman smacks her lips in satisfaction and nods curtly. Of course I know who is standing before me. It is my job to know. Jay shifts, deliberately putting her jeweled augmetic on display. Does that mean that my reputation has preceded me as well, esteemed Damar? No, I have received no reports about you. Okay. I don't think I'm going to ask a bunch of questions to this person. I mean, it's a place for paperwork. Yeah. My companion wishes to obtain a Mercatum Tabula Official. Any questions we ask are going to be met with very boring answers. The Master of Seals peers over her ocular lenses at Jay in disbelief, then she looks at you. I take it you are her sponsor? In that case, you must submit a written application in conformity with template 404.01, as well as written permission for the processing and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Without it, I cannot issue Mistress Haydari. Mistress Haydari, the form for collecting the seals required to obtain the Mercatum Tabula Official, the certificate of an official trade representative. At these words, the saccharine smile drops from Jay's face. Seals? What seals? We will discuss that when Analog Vernacular Van Valancius has prepared the primary documentation. Abelard lets out a stoic sigh and rolls his eyes. You get the feeling that this is not the first personal interaction with the administrative bureaucracy, nor is it his second. There is no way of getting around these formalities? Fear the wrath of the Immortal One, your lordship. What would become of your protectorate or even the Imperium itself if every person did what you are proposing? No. Lex Imperialis, Volume 249, Paragraph 18/2. Amendment of the 12th cycle of the previous millennium clearly states, actions that circumvent the sacred law of the Imperium in pursuit of personal gain are a manifestation of human weakness which is subject to eradication. Could you handle it on my behalf? I'll pay. She mutters something waspishly under her breath, ignoring your question entirely. Fine, we'll complete your form 404.01. The perfectly sharpened quill scratches pleasantly on the parchment, but for the first few minutes, the I know the word obfuscation, but for some reason obfuscatory sounds weird. Obfuscatory? Obfuscatory phrasing. Footnotes, amendments, you are forced to write out the same details over and over about you, the Protectorate Theodora von Valancius J. And then also every living person who bears your family name. If you do not know all the required information, you must complete supplementary forms. J, you have done this to me. The Master of Seals nods in approval and stows the scroll into a tube labeled with your name. Next is the consent form for the processing and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Sigh forlornly. The Master of Seals animatedly draws her cogita quill across the surface of a data slate, paying no attention to you. I am already regretting my decision. Oh, Shireen, it's just another piece of paper. Say the word and I will take care of it just like the first one. Jay, come on, take care of this. Jay holds out the scroll now covered in writing for you to reinforce the words with the Von Valancius coat of arms seal. Only now do you notice that the plebeian expression, chicken scratch writing, describes her gnarled penmanship absurdly accurately. The scroll is whipped away into another tube by the Master of Seals. Protocol executed, application received, processed, approved. The servo scribe taps out each word after its mistress's pronouncement. Come on, esteemed Damar. What's that you were saying about seals? Find the seal on Dargonus and find the seal on Janus. Oh no, have we found the one on Janus? I don't know if we found the Janus seal. The old woman unhurriedly holds out a printed scroll to Jay. Here's your document, Mistress Haydari. Unfortunately, it does not yet have legal force. I can certify it as a sacred Mercatum Tabula Official once it has received 2 seals of approval. They are easy to obtain. In the Imperium Court, administrative servitors have been handling such tasks for over 150 cycles. There is one such servitor here on Dargonus in the Rogue Trader's Palace. The second one is duty-bound to keep the seal in the Telecos Epsilon system. Okay. So we just need to go and find that servitor. An uncertified document. I did not sign up for this. Rogue Trader Shireen, we've almost finished. Just 2 more piddling sales. And Exalted One knows a full-fledged trade representative will be standing beside you in the darkness of the expanse like a true comrade. Jay brings her hands together in a pleading gesture and smiles innocently. Find administrative servitors and have them place 2 seals of approval. The goal is clear. The Master of Seals nods with satisfaction. Please do return once you have prepared the documents. Oh my gosh, we have to go back to Janus for one of these things? Oh my... How much do you want to bet we're going to do the 2 seal thing, bring it back, and this woman is going to be like, okay, and now you have to fill out this form, and the only way you can fill out this form is by sacrificing a young goat alongside a child Xeno. And then we'll have to go on an adventure to find a actual goat and a Xeno child to sacrifice. It's gonna be some bullshit. Mark my words, this will not be over when we get those seals. So now I need to go back to the palace and find this servitor that can do the seal. It's gonna take us so long to walk in there. One of the officials. Okay, maybe we'll go and talk to our chancellor. Oh, what's going on here? Mistress Haydari, my patience is not easily exhausted, but you are coming very close. I shall repeat myself again. No, I will not be issuing you any seal, not in exchange for your honest word, nor for a bribe. I can see the family resemblance with Abelard now. You cannot see farther than your own nose, my dear Clementia. It wasn't a bribe, it was a gift. Now, about that seal. Let the rogue trader decide. What is that? Your lordship, I apologize for this ugly scene, but might I ask that you rein in Mistress Haydari and put a stop to her inflammatory actions towards me. Oh, as the Exalted One is my witness, Shireen, I have tried everything I could to spare you any unnecessary headache over the seals for the Mercatum Tabula Officio. I even showed this aid with a temper worse than a sandstorm, the certificate with your signature. But your Chancellor merely kept batting me away with her flail of baseless denials. I suspect that the reason for this has nothing to do with my humble personage. Clementia purses her lips and glowers at Jay. Oh no, this isn't about me at all. Jay narrows her eyes as she peers into Clementia's face until the latter finally looks away. I see. Well, Chancellor, will you tell us yourself, or should I help you? Mistress Versarian, I require that a document be certified. Where is the court servitor, the keeper of seals? I am afraid that my words may anger your lordship. Clementia lowers her head in shame as if offering it up to be removed from her shoulders. The seal you are looking for was lost over a quarter of a century ago. Her ladyship Theodora von Valancius ordered a new one to be delivered from the Imperium, but as you well know, we are a long way away from the Holy Terra, and with warp storms ravaging the Koronus Expanse, we've been unable to receive a replacement to this day. I presume the one responsible was punished promptly and harshly? Rest assured, Theodora von Valancius ordered to have the malefactor dealt with accordingly. Servitude imperpetuous, your lordship. He now performs his duties to the Imperium without reservation or error. However, she refers to her data slate, one of the worlds under Caligos Winterscale's rule, like Dargonus, was granted the honor of keeping the sacred sigils of the Administratum. The archives of House von Valancius mention 3 systems that are presently under the control of House Winterscale. Those would be the Forgotten Twins, Langren's Belt, and the Nameless Star. Oh, we're probably going to be heading that way soon anyway. I am confident that the Administratum Palace is located on one of the planets there. We have a better chance of finding the seal in the pocket of some rich collector or fence than on a remote world owned by one of your rivals, Shireen. I suggest we make contact with any traders we may encounter in our travels. People in my line of work tend to have a good eye for such things. There is even every possibility that someone has waited their whole life to to return the great relic to its rightful owner. Okay? There's something I wish to discuss with the Chancellor in private. I do? What? Oh, by all means, Shireen. I dare not waste any more of the precious balm that is your time on matters related to me, if I may excuse myself. Whoops. What did I just push? I need to certify. Could it be that you found the lost seal, your lordship, or have you perhaps brought a copy from a distant Winterscale world? Okay, not yet. Okay, we have new goals. Now we have to decide. Oh my gosh, we have to walk all the way back. Why do we have to walk all the way back? Is there a better way? Is there a way for us to just jump to our ship here? Okay. So, clicking this just creates a deadly pathway. It doesn't actually get us there, right? Let's see. That's where Footfall is. Viabos is that direction. save real quick in case we run into something unexpected at any of these. The Valley of Sleep. The crew has discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. Augur data suggests that some kind of sleeping gas vents here. It's likely the animals either don't realize that they are headed for a deadly trap, or even come here to die on purpose. Okay, let's study the gas. Succeeded. After a series of experiments, the ship's weaponsmiths managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition. Cool. Nice. That's it, right? Okay. 40%. That's far from guaranteed. The augurs have detected wreckage in the void ship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. Look for the source. No evidence of a disaster. Huh. That is an event we've seen before. In a different system. I wonder what that's about. When did we get more extractums? We were down to 2, weren't we? Must have looted them somewhere. Smuggler's cache? Sweet. Okay. I don't know what that was. I don't know if we picked something up or if it just disappeared or bugged or there just wasn't anything to find. Okay. I remember the twins was a part of something else too. Lady Orselio was asking where she could find you. I sent her to your study. You can expect her there shortly. Okay, Lady Orselio, what's up, girl? What's up, my mer queen? My monster fish woman? Apple of my eye? I don't know what's wrong with me. I need more sleep. Lord Captain, could you spare a moment to discuss a personal matter? Cassia's less than graceful movements betray her anxiety. She lowers her eyes slightly and fidgets with a satin handkerchief, and as she waits for your answer. I am Lord Captain once again, I see. Surely you know that you may call me by my name. I may, but I will not. I would not wish to overstep any boundaries around anyone, let alone the rogue trader himself. Alright, I will admit I'm intrigued. What is this personal matter? I am rather embarrassed to ask you about something like this, but last I was here I noticed a curious tome on the shelves of your personal library. A rather heavy-looking volume bound in a worn, gilded cover with the symbol of the Adeptus Ministorum on it. Martyrdom of Saint Visteria, I believe it was. She waves her hand in the direction of the shelves, and the satin handkerchief slips out of her fingers. Oh. Perception succeeded. Cassia takes a quiet breath of frustration, but it does not escape your notice that her ruby eyes are intently observing your reaction. We read this in the book. If a lady drops her handkerchief, remember that book we read? Pick it up, touch it to your lips, then return it to Cassia. Oh my goodness. She is playing us. Pick up the handkerchief, bring it to your lips, then return it to Cassia. The soft fabric tickles your lips, and the subtle scent envelops you like a thin veil. Cassia accepts the handkerchief, with a nod of gratitude, and for the first time gives you a look filled with warmth and affection. Thank you, Lord Captain. I believe I should return to my chambers now. I could escort you. She graces you with a half-hidden smile and swiftly leaves the study. We are so in. We are so in. She is testing us, though. While I'm here, man, there's too many things. I wouldn't even know how to find the one I'm looking for specifically without just going through each of them. I'm wondering if there's hints in any of the readings we found from Theodora for what we're supposed to do at the Capitol. This is the one. Remember that a relationship begins with the right choice of words. Shower your lady with compliments that will accentuate her finest qualities. Always be sure to remember the simple rules of etiquette. Should the lady drop her handkerchief, the deepest expression of sympathy for her would be to perform the following gesture. Pick up the handkerchief, wait a brief moment, bring the handkerchief to your lips, and touch it lightly before returning it to the lady. This will assure the lady of the seriousness of your intentions. Oh, she knows the seriousness of my intentions. Remember that the flower bud of true feelings takes time to blossom. Patience, loyalty, and impeccability in adhering to the decorums of the nobility is key to earning the lady's favorable disposition. Dude, we are crushing this so hard. Nope, wrong way. Could I have crushed that interaction any harder? I don't know, man. I don't know. Pirates? An artificial facility? It's always still, man. This cold, windy planet is covered by a raging sea of mustard gray grass so tall it reaches an average human's waist. The monotony of the endless steppe is occasionally broken by chains of murky green lakes. But the Augur crew spots a far more interesting anomaly, a scar running several dozen kilometers deep, splitting the world's equator in two. After 2 exploration watches, the crew intercepts a faint signal coming from one of the labor settlements in the deep chasm. Due to the unstable connection, the foreman mistakes your vessel for a winter-scale ship. One was due to arrive 9 cycles ago. The foreman grimly reports over the weak channel that the adamantine ore deposits on the world are nearly depleted and that the planet will be fully mined out in less than a decade. With some difficulty, he picks up enough words to understand that the ship in orbit belongs to another rogue trader house, then awkwardly apologizes and falls silent. At some point, the connection cuts off completely and you leave the foreman and his prospectors to wait for their real master. I wonder if maybe something will pop up later for that? Or maybe we failed some, hidden checks that would have opened up other possibilities. Okay. We did a quick save. You sight a ship hovering over a void station. The vessel bears no identifying markers, but the landing craft swarming the station below makes the situation clear. Pirates have seized an Imperial outpost. The augurs detect that the pirate ship is warming up its engines and quickly reloading its cannons. It is preparing for battle. Attempt to hail the pirates. Instead of responding to your hail, the ship fires a salvo and sets course towards you. All right, fair enough. The only reason I did that is because Jay told us that we should talk to quote-unquote traders, which she could have meant pirates in that as well, to try and figure out if we can find this lost seal that we're seeking, so...
Hold fast! Our faith will be tested!
Oh, they didn't attack first. I truly thought they would. 4 ships, okay. Of course.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
We're gonna hit those, unfortunately, aren't we?
Torpedoes away!
That's all it did? I'm used to those doing a lot better. Okay.
Salvo!
Okay, that would present a better side. Oh, 2 sets of torpedoes, though.
Who shrouds the decks, Lord Captain?
At this point in the game, it just feels like the second, like you have more than one that can pull out torpedoes. Like I can't figure out how you get enough maneuverability to like avoid them. You know what I mean?
Let them taste our fury! Engage the engines.
Does that do damage to us? It did. Okay. Good to know.
Keep up the pressure.
One down in the first round is not terrible. Okay. Why is it hitting that shield? I guess technically we're not hitting that? Okay.
Coordinates set.
That's not the way I want you to turn. Ugh, that makes it worse. Okay.
Salvo!
Okay, a miss is good for us. Can he get to us, that torpedo?
There's a breach in our defenses.
I think we're dead anyway, so I think this guy can easily get us. Okay, the misses will keep us alive for now, but we won't be for long, so I don't think it matters. We know we're gonna do that, so let's just do that.
Vessel's on the brink! We have lost the shield.
Yeah, no
Let us
shit.
not lose our zeal.
Okay, we're not doing this fight. Okay, so interesting. When we scanned this one, we couldn't make a connection, but when we scanned this one, we made a connection. Lord Captain, urgent report. We have received an astropathic message from Regent Aranto Orselio. The navigators are concerned about the fate of Cassia, who disappeared from Urak 5. The Regent is requesting an update on her current status, and he has also inquired about the possibility of a personal meeting to negotiate and to arrange the return of the Lady Navigator to her house. Uh-oh. The psycho-emotional coding of the received message betrays acute concern, but it also contains something that the astropaths have failed to put into words. If you'll excuse my forthrightness, I feel it is necessary to tell House Orselio the truth. Otherwise, a conflict with the Navis Nobilite is possible, which, given the current state of the Koronus Expanse, will only play into the hands of the enemies of the Imperium. How did House Orselio even learn that I have Cassia? I wish I knew, Lord Captain. It is troubling indeed. Perhaps we have a spy on board, or Regent Aranto is bluffing. In either case, I believe we should respond. Navigators are extremely powerful and useful allies to have. Tell House Orselio that Cassia is safe and that the rogue trader would be honored to meet him in person. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. The astropaths will transmit your consent. Representative of House Orselio will be waiting for you on the capital world of Targonus. Receiving members of the Navis Nobilite is always a delicate matter. Please make sure to discuss the details of this meeting with your Chancellor upon arrival. Okay. Projection from warp? That doesn't look good. First time we've run into that. I'm scared of that. I'm not gonna lie. An ancient bunker. Uh-oh. Why are we all coughing?
An unworthy soul.
What just happened? It seems that the poisonous vapors somehow found their way into the bunker's ventilation system. Oh, good.
Yet iron knows no pain.
Mere pain won't stop
It
me.
looks like the bunker still has a working generator.
No! These ruby
Always
flashes
keep
are
your eye on the
choking me.
prize.
So
Oh,
out
my
of fights,
fate shields me.
we continually get our health back, right? How does this work? The massive door is dotted with small chips, scratches, and bullet marks. There is no sign of any hinges, levers, or anything resembling a lock. There is a dusty panel built into the wall to the right. As you approach, the cracked screen starts to flicker faintly. 40% even with him? Force access using the control panel. We're gonna try it. 40% though. The machine spirits are angered by your intrusion and activate the defense system. The previously sleeping lumens above the door blossom with amber light.
Damage is negligible.
Okay, demolition 60%. Blast the door open. You pick out the most vulnerable spots and carefully affix the explosives. The mummified corpse has its arm outstretched towards the exit. On the soldier's neck is a broken respirator
Didn't flinch.
adorned with the Imperial Aquila.
My reckoning will be swift. You will perish for this affront.
I'm not
taking
injured.
injuries.
I'm enraged.
I won't go down easy.
I'll brush this
Trying to
off.
read this shit, guys. God damn.
You will pay an even greater price.
I
All right.
always keep my options open.
Cleanses the body.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Seriously?
Nothing.
Vengeance will be swift.
Cool.
I will endure. My faith shields
Is
me.
there money to be made?
Before you is an ancient but wholly typical console intended for use by people not trained in the mysteries of ministering the machine spirits. The cogitator is completely silent, but as you approach, you sense the warmth emanating from its metallic casing, a telltale sign that the machine is working. Pascal offers the cogitator a reverent bow, chanting the Beneric aria of launch priming. The spirit of this machine embodies resilience and indomitability. In this den of decay and entropy, still does it reign over this place. Request status of the bunker's life support system. Failed, reason unknown. Temperature and humidity control system failed, reason unknown. Energy. Unknown error. Warning, backup generator connected. Oxygen supply system failed. Air filters damaged. Defense system failure. I don't think we want to activate defense systems. He says as he does it. Insufficient power. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay. Tech use is even higher now. 50%. Succeeded. Patience, and you hear the tire clicking mechanisms from beyond the wall. The door opens slowly and with a groan.
An unworthy soul.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
It's a temporary setback.
Kemorak.
Pain cleanses the body. I will endure.
Eliminates harmful agents. Cool. That was
Let
fun.
us not dawdle.
Throne take you.
Oh, worn seal. A worn golden seal adorned with intricate patterns. Someone has deliberately scraped the coat of arms off the handle. Is this our seal? It might be. This is one of the yeah, this is one of the places that they said it might be.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
My warp sight reveals something.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby.
I've faced worse than
A
this.
child was saved from death. A
My
thousand
reckoning will be
heretics were
swift.
burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Hold fast, the Star Allies are with
Faith
us.
shields me.
The Star Allies. Xenos? Insufficient power. 0%, so we need power before that'll work.
It's part of the trial.
Can I, like, leave and come back if I have to? Like, if my health gets too low? Access to the archives.
Scorn the pain.
Valve is required to regulate the flow. 70%.
I will endure. Pain cleanses the body.
Keep a sharp eye.
Grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Wait, what did we find? What is that? Oh, there we go.
A mere pain won't stop me.
348 years ago, our ancestors arrived on this blooming world, built the cities and the manufactorums, and founded here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal Emperor of Humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing them into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day we fought the enemy so that our children could see the dawn of a new era. An era without blood, pain, and tears. Brave people living and dead paved with their bodies the road to our future. And one day the skies answered our prayers. The great star allies descended upon the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon our great army the doomsday weapon. And so we brought righteous anger upon our foes and ended the centuries-long war and welcomed the dawn of the new era. The universe will hardly notice our deed, but the God Emperor sees us. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to the sacred mission to survive and revivify this world as the most beautiful flowers are revivified from ashes. And hence do not despair, sons and daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us, and the God of humanity is with us. I know that help is coming, and soon the skies overhead will shine once more. Sure.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus. Vengeance will be swift.
Didn't even flinch.
Good job, guys. Rations. Each one bears a seal with the coat of arms of the Winter Scale Dynasty.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Kemorak!
Unknown Officer's Diary. I'm tired. How long has it been since Doomsday? I think it was the 36th year when the heretical cholera wiped out half of our people, including the old bookkeeper Helgar. Time has stood still for us since. It was so long ago, and what a convenient solution to the overpopulation problem. Huh. The commanders think we bought this coincidence. Morons. Still, when I look in the mirror, I see my father, the same wrinkles by the eyes, gray temples, which means that I'm over 60 and we've been underground for longer than half a century. No sky, no sun, no joy, and no hope. That damned propaganda scribe tells me one more time that I must not lose faith. I will make him eat his own tongue. Sure, we were once so certain that we had won. The weapon of the great ally boggled the mind. I still remember how the sky shook before me and my ma and father were evacuated to the wretched bunker. But where has it led us? When I took over my father at the comm station, I learned that we had long since lost all communication with the other PDF bases, and the stars respond to our calls with silence. These days we don't hear any bombs landing outside, but things are still restless in the old bunker. First a water purifier failed, then a fire in the Medicae unit. Rats chewed holes in the exposure unit, suits, and now we can't go up to the surface anymore. Are these accidents, or have we had a saboteur in our midst all these years? I'll keep an eye on the troops. I don't believe in miracles, but we still have enough supplies on the lower levels to last us another 50 years or so. If Yuld can finally sort the air duct problem, that is. Next time we meet, I should ask how the repairs are going. Well, didn't seem to work out for you. Sorry, buddy. An old key. Grants access to the warehouse. Okay.
I always have a backup plan.
My knowledge has its limits.
Throne take you.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, which ones had locked doors?
Damage is negligible.
Okay, so that's one of the keys.
My reckoning will be swift.
Genta's starting to get low. Oh, there's that. Old valve.
It's nothing!
The Cogitator's panel has dozens of breakers, buttons, handles, switches, and other control mechanisms. Life support. Emergency ventilation system. Denied. Air duct system malfunction detected. Insufficient power.
I'll brush this off.
Which room had the...
Ugh, my faith shields me!
Error. Making adjustments. Flesh is weak, yet iron knows no pain.
I'm not injured! I'm enraged!
Keep your wits about you.
No, there was a room somewhere where we could use that...
Pain cleanses the body!
It's not this one.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Right here, right? Okay, we got that in this room, so what did that do?
stop me.
You will perish for this affront.
Okay, that didn't open that
Always
door.
keep your eye on the prize.
And it didn't open this
I won't
door.
go down easy.
So what did that do?
An unworthy
I
soul.
always keep my options open.
Damage.
I have to assume if I leave, I can come back. We'll save before we do. Let's save right now. Huh.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I will endure.
It still has a working generator somewhere. And if we can get power...
Flesh is
Let us not
weak,
go
yet
wrong.
iron knows no pain.
It's nothing.
Keep your wits about you.
So even when that says
Vengeance will be
75, we
swift.
can't actually use it.
I will endure.
I won't go down
For our
easy.
families, for peace, for honor.
I always have a backup plan.
Reading damage to bulk.
Drinking water, only half full.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Did I just not do that one before? Processing input data, data confirmed, compressor launch in progress, pressure levels nominal, warning error, encountered insufficient power, booting emergency energy profile success, pressurizing facility success, booting compressor. I just missed that. Success, or maybe when I did the valve thing, it allowed us to do this now. Automated defense system activated. Pascal's vox hisses mournfully. With your permission, I would extract the command blocks of this noble machine to hold a vigil for its deceased spirit. The Omnissiah preserves the faithful. At last I can breathe freely. I was afraid I would faint before long. Okay, cool. So I think whatever I did there may have made it possible for me to finally trigger that. Cool. Alright. Well, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode because we are over time. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Andy Ford, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, A Happy Fat Panda, Turkeyfoot 27, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.